water heater burst, your roof leaked, and all happened all at once, would you be able to write a check for $20,000 to $25,000? Scary thought, isn't it? And unfortunately, it can easily happen. The truth is, most of these nightmare repairs can be prevented, only if you knew what to look for. Today, I'm going to have another story for you from Next Chapter LA, all about the 10 most common repairs that can be prevented easily. I've seen tiny leaks turn into full-blown disasters and wiring jobs that could have been avoided with a $200 inspection. So let's start with number 1, foundation repair. Sloping floors, wall cracks, and water pooling near your home can mean foundation issues. And it can cost you anywhere between $500 to $15,000. You can easily prevent that from keeping water away from your house, and don't let the water stagnate close to your property structure. I'm always concerned about the planters close to the property, close to the windows, so you make sure you have the proper drainage. Item number 2 is roof repair. Missing shingles and small leaks can become costly replacement fast. Get a roof inspection at least every 2 years and fix minor damages right away. Roof repairs can cost you anywhere between $1,000 to $10,000. Please keep in mind that I'm just giving you numbers, but these numbers can change depending on the difficulty of the job and how fair the repair peoples are, because you never know what they can charge you. Item number 3 is the water heater. If you start experiencing cold showers, strange noises, or smelly water, that could mean that your water heater is talking to you, waving you a red flag. So you need to probably flush the tank yearly and check the pressure valve. Better enough, switch to a tankless water heater since they are so much more efficient. Water heater charges usually range from $500 to $2,000. If you need to replace the water heater, it can be even more expensive. $2,500, $3,000, depending on how fair your plumber is. Item number 4 is termite damage. If you notice flying bugs, hollow wood, and chewed beams, that's termite. Termite problems can cause anywhere between $500 to $8,000, depending on how big your property is and how serious the damage has been. So I would check for a specialist to come and inspect the areas annually. The termite damage can cost you anywhere between $500, again, if it's a local treatment, small area local treatment, to $7,000, $8,000, depending on how big the property is. Item number 5 is the water damage. If you have peeling paint, musty smells, and sometimes moldy scent inside the house, that means that there is some leaky pipes, and you have to keep your gutters clear and fix the plumbing leaks right away, because if not, addressed, it can become costly. So I would say the estimate for that can be anywhere between $700 to $2,000 depending on area where the problem is. Item number 6 is HVAC, your heating and cooling system. If your system is noisy or inefficient, don't wait until the hottest day of the summer. Replace the filters every 3 months and have a yearly annual checkup. The cost for an HVAC problem can be anywhere between $500 to $2,500. If you need to change the system, then we're looking at $5,000 to $7,000. Even if sometimes there are like 2 zones in a property, then it can become even more costly. Now, if you didn't take care of the water damage properly and you waited too long, then you start having mold issues. So my item number 7 is mold removal. Mold removal can be super costly. Mold usually smells musty and can cause even breathing issues. So you have to stay on top of the leaks and humidity. The cost for a mold removal can start around $2,000, and then you have to clean the whole area. You go through the mold mediation, so it can become super complicated. Item number 8 is new pipes. If you have rusty water or damaged pipes, then you need to repipe the area. So usually avoid using harsh chemicals in the drains and winterize in cold climates. If you start having piping issues and you need to replace the pipes, it can start anywhere around $2,500 to $3,000, and again, it depends on the scope of the job. Item number 9 is the septic system where it's needed. Sometimes the properties, if they're on the hills or in some remote areas, they're on septic system. And you start experiencing slow drainage or bad smell outside. So pump the septic tanks every 3 to 5 years to avoid major repairs. If you have some pumps at your property, if you have like ADUs that are using some pumps, then you need to have them inspected at least once a year. Also, if not, it can cause regular backups, which obviously you don't want to have. And the last item, it's electrical issues. If you experience flickering lights or tripped breakers, that means that there's a problem with your wiring. Have an electrician inspect the system. Electrical issues can become costly if you do not look into it in a timely manner. And just the cost of replacing an electrical panel can be anywhere between $1,800 to $2,700. And we don't even talk about rewiring a house, because that can run into like thousands, like $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. That's a whole different issue. In conclusion, I have to say that repairs do not happen overnight. They creep in while you're just living your life. The secret to avoiding them is number 1, regular inspections. Number 2, quick fixes before they grow. And number 3, seasonal maintenance. Think of it exactly like a health check for your home, like your own health. Every season requires its own checklist. Feel free to share it and use it as needed. I have made a free home maintenance checklist that you can download. The link is in the description. Take care of your home and it will take care of you. Thank you for watching and see you next.